How y'all doing this Saturday morning? Got a few minutes left in the morning, almost noon. This is Let Me See Script, your very favorite history teacher. I know I haven't come live in a while, but this morning I am upset. Walking my dog. I'm upset because I know I could come on here and talk about a number of things that President Donald J. Trump has done in his life. We only in July. He been president. What's that? 19. Tomorrow will be 6 months. I knew this man was gonna be petty and revengeful. We said we gonna petty and revengeful. He is. You gotta shame him into doing stuff. Sorry, I want to see my dog doing his business. But this one here made me. Oh my goodness, it made me so upset because I remember when he revoked the clearances of former government officials. He really did that because his security clearance got revoked. But this is the thing. He keeps not mentioning or forgetting. Maybe he's not forgetting. Sir, you told people to go down to the Capitol and tell the people about how they were upset with the election because it got stolen in 2020. That's why your clearance got revoked. Plus, you had papers and stuff at the house, and then people, there was evidence that you were showing people classified documents. That's why your clearance got revoked. So, but then this was what I guess I must have forgot. I remember the very first executive order he did on the day he was inaugurated. It was because he's petty. It was because of Jimmy Carter had died in December. Lord rest his soul. So since President Dwight Eisenhower was a Republican, he said when the president died, the flags must be at half staff 30 days afterwards. But he don't want anything upsetting his inauguration because it's all about him. He all of a sudden Republicans going to go along with, we're going to have him on full staff for the ceremony. Then the very first executive order he writes is that all flags must be at full staff on inauguration day from here on out. So that means if your butt die 30 days before inauguration day, they get to be up too? Okay. But no, it's just like, you just petty. You're petty because a man died, like the man did it on purpose. But then I forgot that he signed some other ones that same day. Boy, you went again? I'm glad he's going again then. Maybe you upset too. Okay. So, I had to go back and look at, after I read this article, I saw this title, I said, wait, he revoked this man from basically, James Clapper is a former Obama intelligence officer from 2010 to 2017, okay? And he and some other government officials, and there was even like a, what do you call it? They had to go before Congress and everything, but he also signed his name to a letter and said, hey, Russia interfered with the election of 2016. See, by saying that makes it seem like, Trump didn't actually win that election on his own. He had help. That's what it is. It embarrasses Trump. That's why. And also, it was something about the laptop. Hunter Biden laptop was involved too. But Trump keeps calling that a hoax, right? It's a hoax. They come up with this hoax. And then James testified and told him what he thought. And he said, and then he also he signed his name with, I think it was 20 other officials who signed this letter saying like, hey, this is what we feel about the election. about what's going on. This Russia, this on about a laptop y'all keep talking about. There's Russia election interference, and so he didn't like that. And then since then, because he's a former intelligence officer, people ask him his opinion. He goes on shows. He says he's been very critical of President Trump. So President Trump is petty and revengeful, and revoke that man. Oh yeah. So good morning. All right. Good, how you doing? Come on, boy. All right. So, because he did that, everybody who signed that name on the letter and some other officials that he didn't like, I think Fauci was one of them, Dr. Fauci, and his own former, I think, NSA advisor, they all got their government clearance revoked. Well, because of that, James Clapper sponsored a female dog that he named after his wife called Susan. She's a Labrador. I'm not sure if that's the one in the picture, but that's the one that keeps, well, one of the ones that's bringing it up. So, he sponsored her to be, because his wife was also in the intelligence community, worked for the government. She passed away, but she was a big animal rights person, right? So he sponsored through this nonprofit for her, the Susan the Labrador, to be a service dog, right? It's time for graduation, y'all. Susan is graduating from like the CIA explosives service dog program. Girl, I'm finding out this about July. This happened last May. There was a ceremony last May. The nonprofit contacted him the day before the ceremony, told that man he could not go to the graduation ceremony of Susan the Labrador. That's named after his wife. I know this man petty. I know he petty. But this right here, you know what? They said that he's the only president, I think in the last, 20 years? Last 4, 5, 6 president that hasn't had a dog as a pet. And this is making me understand why. I hope, and then I'm thinking like, and then someone said, they went out to the White House for comment. I hope somebody asked Carolyn Levitt this, so I can see her eyes go up. Someone said they're not sure why the nonprofit even contacted them because they're not the government. But guess what? The ceremony was at the CIA building in I think it's Herndon, Virginia. So I think that's maybe why. But I'm thinking like, really? This man is like 80-some years old. You couldn't let him attend a graduation dog ceremony? I hope that dog bites you. I hope Susan the Labrador meets Trump. I really do. I hope she bites him. Matter of fact, I hope all the dogs bite him. Matter of fact, I hope it's whatever the next dog he see, hopefully it's so he can start, it bites him. Because you know what? You ain't right. You ain't right for this. You couldn't let that man go see it. Really? It's named out there as why. You ain't got no empathy. You ain't got no. It's how petty can you be? I'm going to put the article, I'm going to put the executive order in the description. Y'all have a good day. Let me go feed my dog. Boy, can you believe this? Shame. Petty president. President. Hey, Black Anonymous. Yes, petty. Petty.